let's say someone in the month of Ramadan decided to give up their niyyah of fasting. Right? Let's say they had an exam. This is a common example I'll share with you. A lot of people in the community asked about this. You have a final exam and you need to go to that exam. So the person's thinking, you know what, I need to study, I need to stay focused. I'm going to break my fast. I'm going to drink coffee and study for the exam and go to the examination hall. Now, by the way, we'll examine this later, but this is not a valid excuse in Islamic law. In Islamic law, a valid excuse is a health excuse, right? You're sick, you're ill, you're about to collapse, suddenly your sugar level went down. It has to be a health-related excuse. But just for you to take an examination, for you to break your fast for an exam, that's not valid in Islamic law. So let's say that this person made this niyyah. I'm going to drink that coffee, that's it. I'm not going to fast. Then you changed your mind, right? So what did we say about the fast of this day? If you did that, you gave up your niyyah, but you didn't drink or anything. You didn't drink or eat anything. Then you regretted it. You're like, you know what, let me continue my fast. What happens to that fast? It's an invalid fast. However, do you have to pay the kaffara?
No.
Because when you deliberately break your fast in the month of Ramadan, what do you have to pay? Kaffara. This person deliberately broke his fast by giving up the niyyah. Does this person have to pay kaffara?
If he continued fasting till then,
but he broke it. That's it. Once you made the niyyah to break your fast, you lost the niyyah, your fast was broken. So there's no doubt about the fast being invalid, and you have to do the qada on another day. However, in addition to the qada, do you also have to pay kaffara?
if he eats, yes.
Scholars have said, first of all, this person, even though he invalidated his fast, but he didn't do any act that invalidates. So, it's not clear that there is a kaffara. And whenever we have a doubt whether there's a kaffara, an obligation, there is a law that's called the law of bara'ah, asl al-bara'ah, the law of exemption. The law of exemption says, whenever a scholar doesn't know whether something is wajib or not, we can safely assume it to be what? Not wajib. So if scholars have doubts, you know what? Does this constitute a kaffara or no? From one aspect, you could argue that yes, because this person deliberately broke their fast. From one aspect, this person didn't eat, drink, or do any of these things. And the ahadith that mention the kaffara, they mention one of these acts. If you eat in the month of Ramadan deliberately, you have to pay kaffara. If you drink deliberately, if you do this or that deliberately. And he didn't do any of these. All he did is break his niyyah. So if we don't know in the end, it's a shak, it's a doubt. In Islamic law, we can use asl al-bara'ah, the law of exemption, to state what? To state that this fast does not require a kaffara. So there is no kaffara for that, but the only thing is that the niyyah basically was broken.